fraction for it to change. And on the high side, above 37 degrees, that's when it starts getting very active. And the higher you go, the more thicker, and everything bonds to the hair longer. You can actually put the foam into your hair, wet hair or dry hair, and just set it, like basically create your braids, sleep with it, and next day you reveal,
what?
and it looks like you just basically.
Okay, I'm loving this hack. This is a really, because I never know how to get that
simple.
kind of look. That's great.
Yeah, it's easy. And then you run through just half a pump, not a full pump, just to break that up, and just bring that moisture in, and that'll bond it. And again, you can see he's running his hands through it. Once he does that, that elevates the temperature, so it creates the bond, and that's how it holds on.
That is amazing. Okay, we have sold a few. I think it's 5,700, but stop what you're doing and look at this before and after. Because if you can relate, and how many women go, nope, my hair is fine, my hair is thin, I could never get volume, I could never get curl. Look at the difference in her hair. Is that the kitty cat?
Yeah, he just knows when there's a show. He's been quiet all day,
of
and
course.
Now he sees us on set. Yeah, of course. Dude, last night, he's bombing us.
And that is so funny. He's doing it again. But I'm so impressed. I mean, look, again, the volume that it gives your hair, but you can see her hair isn't crunchy. It isn't sticky, right? It's moving. It has shine. It has movement to it. I mean, this is an incredible, incredible product, Dennis. Kudos to you. And by the way, for everybody to realize, a weekly deal drop, that price goes away tomorrow night at midnight. So I encourage everybody to jump on it now.
So I just threw a nut and
Did you?
ran. I tasted it. But I see a man picking it up, I think it's shattered. Oops. Live TV.
Gotta love it, gotta love it. So, and I love that we take models, Dennis, with really, really fine hair.
Yeah, that's baby fine corn silk hair. And you can see the more that you play with it, the more energy that you give it. That's lately where I've gone with this. I've removed all the synthetics, and you can see the yellowing in the hair the before. It really, and it happens sometimes gradually, sometimes happens really quickly. It depends on what you're doing, what products. Normally it's silicone that adheres to the hair, or some sort of chemical that then you go in the sun, it'll oxidize, it'll turn brassy yellow. So this also has HAs, alpha-hydroxy acids in it, so it's designed to also remove. So it it's like a snowplow. It gets rid of what's in its way and then deposits, and then the gel is always moving. So there's no alcohol in it, but you'll notice that when you put it in the hair, it dries pretty quickly. That's faster than most foams or mousses that are out there, even the ones that are encased in gas. This one's as natural as you can imagine.
Yeah.
It's a wearable treatment, and that's what's so important for it. Normally, volumizers, even the mousses, they're designed to do one thing, either to plump up or to give you a bit of bite, but they end up drying the hair out after day one. This one, it just, you don't even have to reapply it the next day if you don't want to. It stays with you, and your hair just gets better and better.
I mean, look at Kenya's before and after. And what's great is having a product, Dennis, too, that will define the curl and not make those crunchy, crunchy curls. And you can see, right, as Gianni's just moving his hands to it. I mean, her curls are beautiful.
Well, you can hear the poink, poink.
Yeah.
Poink, poink.
Yeah.
The elasticity. Well, and that's it. Look, and that's why a reduction in breakage, an elevation in hair volume as well. It's taken me 25 years to perfect all this, but hey.
Better late than never, right?
At least I got there.
Exactly. And we have to talk about that again, because like the wig and the canvas we talked about gave like 114% more volume.
Yeah,
but this is 211.4% more volume for your hair. There it is right on the screen. And and honestly, you cannot put anything up like this unless it has been completely tested. That is a huge difference. And again, look at their hair. And you're right, the next day you can put a little more in it or not. Your hair is still gonna have, it reactivates it, doesn't it, if you add just heat to it, Dennis?
Well, yeah, and you're seeing it there. You can see this before. I'm even blown away, but remember, we're on day 3 or 4 now since we started. So, and I said, watch when we get to like Friday, Saturday, and our last day, Sunday. Watch the hair, how it responds. The color is even better. The highlights are more pronounced. because it's been sitting in the hair longer, right? So when you first use it, like when we launched, that was those minutes after being applied. Well, now we've got days of it, basically being reapplied into the hair. So it's a wearable treatment, and the longer that you wear it, the better the results. You can see that the hair is softened. You look at the definition and the shine that we get in the after. There's no silicones, so we're basically using natural either extracts, a few oils, but they're not heavy at all. A surfactant, which is basically a saponified ingredient, the cherry butter. The resins that we're using, they're coriander resin, one that's 100,000 years old, is buried under the earth. That's the one that's found in the 2XL, the cotton silk fibers, 3 forms of hyaluronic, same ones that are used in a really expensive eye serum. We're putting it into the scalp and into the hair. Yeah, well, I treat the hair, the scalp exactly the same because it is the exact same skin, other than it's just a little thicker. That's
right. That's right. Look at this before and after. Also incredible, incredible. And I really, when I saw this and read about this, I mean, I thought this is exactly what I've been looking for, because something that's going to give your hair volume without spraying it to death with hairspray that's going to build up and get sticky and tacky. This, honestly, for women out there who don't want to wash their hair, and you shouldn't wash your hair every day either. It's not healthy,
no,
right?
You shouldn't.
Right? I mean, it's better not to.
Yeah, no, it's not good. Honestly, the water, and that's why if you look in your shower or bathtub, that's where all the broken hair is. It's wherever your point of contact of where you're getting wet and where you're staying wet the longest. You want to minimize that. I'm once every 2 weeks, once a week at like that. No more than that. Otherwise I can feel it, and I start seeing the break-in, or the hair just start damaging just from the water itself. We're on a well here, and the iron is really, really high in all the metals. Yeah, so we have to be really careful with it.
And so much healthier for your hair. And by the way, you have 3 choices. So we have the original. We also have the Super Bloom. And then we have the Summer Lovin, are the 3 different choices. Can you explain them all, Dennis?
Yeah, the Summer Lovin is the rocket popsicle. So I use that as the base. I blended that with the vanilla that I have. Yeah, I love the rocket popsicle, but it's that cherry lime that I wanted, that I went after it. I blended that with the honeysuckle, clementines, a little bit of grapefruit, and then the vanilla fresh cream. It is summer. It's beautiful, and it's really, really light. So it has that little bit of tartness, but the floral kind of softens it up. Then you have the Super Bloom. So that's your wild poppies, your jasmine, cotton flower, the kiwi, but just a little one slice, to be honest. And I basically freeze dry everything that I'm saying to you. The blue agave as well, white musk, and ripe pears.
And then we have the original, the OG.
Yeah, that's the vanilla waffle cone.
Vanilla,
yum. It's just yum.
Yum, 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 exactly. That's the only word you can use for it, it's yum. And very, very popular. I believe we're about ready to hit, or have already hit 6,000 spoken for. This is a product that whether you have fine hair, thin hair, or even if you have thicker hair, this is all my own hair. My hair, and I want to keep my hair healthy. I want products that will give my hair volume, but nothing that will weigh my hair down. And not only do you create products that do that, and this is that magic product. It's like we said, this is that miracle again for your hair that's going to give you the volume, but it's also fortifying your hair with really incredible ingredients. I mean, getting 3 forms of hyaluronic acid. And it basically lifts each and every one of the individual strands of your hair, I believe. And today, free shipping and handling. You have $6.25 on any credit card. By the way, that all of our FlexPay, there's no interest whatsoever. It's not layaway. We're immediately going to ship it right to your home. So you get it home and try it. And by the way, a little goes a long way also, Dennis, right? I mean, I know Gianni's been using it.
You use a lot.
Yeah, a tiny bit. Hi, Amanda. Good to see you.
Hi, Bobby. Good to see you.
So you
forgot about
your gorgeous hair.
I love this product. I'm obsessed with it. Dennis, when he was creating it and saying that he was replacing the 2XL in a can, I was like, no, please don't. It's like the best product. But this, it actually beats it. And I love that it just feels like a cloud in your hand. And it easily just disappears with a couple of rubs. And you don't feel it in your hair, but it gives you so much volume.
Wow.
And my hair is heavy.
Yeah.
I have a lot of hair, so it's hard to get volume.
And then the softness.
And it's still soft. It's touchable. You can still run a brush through it. I've applied it now since, when was that? It's 2 days ago we started shows. I haven't washed my hair in 3 days, and I've applied this like probably 25 times now.
Unbelievable. That's a great testimony for it, exactly, so that you can actually see that, again, nothing at all has been building up in her hair. Again, you just have to get it home. And this is what we share with so many viewers out there. It is brand new. We've just launching it. And the fact that you have your 3 great choices of your Summer Lovin, your Super Bloom, or your original, but particularly for women with very, very fine hair. And what do we do with fine hair? You go out and you try to put all these products in it, and all the products end up just weighing your hair down more, don't they?
Well, yeah, they might work at first. Like silicones, they're Band-Aids, and they're great for the first 10 minutes. And then what happens, either they evaporate, or the heavy ones, the cones, they'll sit, and now they're making them so strong, and everybody's making their cleansers a lot weaker. So they're just building up and building up, and you'll notice like brassy tones are coming in faster. It's oxidizing quicker. The hair is starting to get more brittle, or it's not keeping the style because the silicone just won't allow it.
Yeah.
It won't allow the hair to bend and keep it. Otherwise, you hit it with a ton of, I call it shellac, and that just ends up drying the hair out. So you're always chasing it. Whereas we're showing you, look, and that is there hold? You won't feel it. I call it more of a bond. It's a bonding effect. I'm using the gel, and we're attaching just naturals onto the hair to hold it in place, but it's like reinforcement. The cotton silk fibers, they're basically ready to absorb, and as they absorb, they expand. They're on the hair with the gel. The gel will last maybe about 3 days, and then it'll start to break down and evaporate away. So it doesn't build up. That's the key thing. So like if you were to just leave this and not wash your hair for a week, by the end of the week, you'll feel that it's changed, that it's just wearing down. The cocoon is starting to just become really fine, really fine. So you start losing the weatherproofing. We say it's for all seasons. So because this gel can go backwards, forward with temperature, so with heat, it gets thicker. With cold, it turns more to a liquid. It never dries. So it's always giving you a reaction and adapting to whatever the temperature is.
Wow.
Plus minus. Yeah, it's always moving.
And by the way, we do have auto ship, and we are hearing also that viewers are buying more than one. And we've had a lot of people who made their first purchase to HSN. Thank you so much. Yeah, what a great first purchase for you. And as we are about ready to hit 6,400 spoken for, and this before and after is amazing. And it is a big challenge for women who have like silver hair, white hair. But look at how yellow Midge's hair looks in the before, and again, very, very fine. But look at her hair in the after. Holy cow. And look, this is not looking at a magazine. These are all live models in the studio, so there's no question about what the products can do and how they can change your hair. So get it down, get it home. 009-806 is your number there, and that price expires tomorrow night at midnight. So that it's smart to be picking up more than one for sure. And don't forget, you can go to hsn.com and check out even more of the amazing weekly deal drops that we have, because we have plenty of them. And by the way, the brush, if you have not yet picked up the brush is brand new today also. And the brush is a volumizing brush with the metal